Hello, beautifuls. This is Mary Jo here, and you will be seeing this on your Substack email if you open it this morning, or on my YouTube channel, Divine Love Ambassador, or on social media, wherever you see this. And yeah, I am. Oh, I'm so grateful to be in this moment, to be in this breath, and to breathe the breath of invitation to you to feel the resonant call to join me in breath coherence circles. They're going to be every morning on Saturday for the next few weeks at 10 a.m. online via Zoom. The first one is going to be in 4 hours at 7 a.m. here in New Zealand. At 10 a.m. today is going to be my first one that I just finally committed to a few days ago. And oh, my heart, my soul, my oversoul is so delighted and happy, for this is something that's been looking to align within my system for some time, to be a voice for the breath and to be a guide for the breath anchoring, for you to anchor within your own breath, and to help all of us to shift out of a survival nervous system into a nervous system of coherence, and an energy, the energies within us is coherent into more ease and peace and calm, and less into fear, which fear is really separation, is distrust, is not feeling supported in the shifts, in the changes, in the transitions. So when there's a lot of changes and transitions and uncertainty, it can bring up a lot of ancestral imprints of memories of survival, of previous times of war and scarcity and lack. In my own ancestry, of course, in the Irish ancestry, we have the potato famine in the 1800s. And of course, many people traveled all over the world. So there's a connection to that. So that survival around food, um, or not having the freedom to move around with transport rising costs. So all of this can be old memory, old ancestral memory, nervous system memory, a cellular memory that's coming up to the surface. And so that can create resistance and tension in the body, in the muscles, overthinking in the mind, because we're gone into that fight, flight, or freeze survival, or numbing out into disassociation, or numbing, or fawning. So yeah, so the breath coherence circles is about including all of that. It's about including all of the truth and the authenticity of this transition that we're in, and breathing with it all. It's like bringing in a higher aspect of ourself, that more expansive aspect that knows that all is well, and that we are connected. We are connected to our breath, through our breath. We're connected to life, and without the breath we don't live in these bodies. So the breath is our foundational connection. It carries the life force energy. It is this field that we're all breathing in, we're all connected into. And as we come back to the breath, we remember that we are connected. We remember that we are supported by the breath. The breath is always supporting us, but we have to let it in. We have to allow it. So the breath coherence circle is an invitation to soften the resistance, to allow more breath to flow more easily through the lungs, through the diaphragm, through the belly, through all the cells, and to release the patterns of holding, of bracing, of vigilance, of armoring against, and these are all things that had to be done in the past to survive. So we're not in denial of any of that, but we're also recognizing that this isn't how we move into the future, and this isn't how we move into the future that our hearts and our souls truly desire. So we learn the lessons of the past. We bring them into conclusion, into reconciliation, completion within our own nervous systems, our own psyche, as the sun comes up in the window. And as we do that, we bring more and more of our energy and our thought forms and our emotions into coherence, which means into harmony, which means into agreement. So they're harmonized. So we're moving as a more and more of a whole harmonized being rather than fragmented, rather than aspects of ourself pushing and pulling, which which steals our peace. Or maybe we're outward judging, or fear of being judged, or comparing, or fear of being misunderstood, as we move into more of our light and more of our authentic voice and expression. So yeah, so it's about anchoring and being grounded so that we can move from a more of an inner guidance place, an inner signal. So recognizing a felt sense of what is our yes and what is our no. With so much going on in the world, so many opportunities, we can be overwhelmed with opportunities as much as underwhelmed by some of the things that are happening that we're not in alignment with, and that our soul is certainly tired of, and that could even be just within our own lives, of striving, of hustle, of trying to fix ourselves, so also I want to say, you are not broken, you don't need fixing, you don't even really need healing. However, there is an acknowledgement, there is a recognition, there is a reconciliation of aspects of self and energies, whether we call it mind, body, soul, or different aspects of self, the inner child, ancestral imprints, other timelines, lifetimes, dimensional frequencies, galactic even. So we're including all of this because truly we are multidimensional, multi-frequential beings, and harmonizing into one coherent whole being. And as we continue to evolve and expand, it can bring up more, it can bring up that next level that's asking to be reconciled and to be integrated into a greater self recognition and soul wisdom. So there's a beautiful intelligence in all of this, and this is about expanding our consciousness ultimately, and integrating more of that expanding consciousness into our embodiment, activating more DNA um, remembrance and awareness and intelligence and recognition. Yeah, and so as we come into more coherence within ourself and all aspects of ourself, then the fear of difference also starts to dissipate, and we start to trust our energy, we start to trust our resonance, we start to trust our breath, our presence, and we start to orientate from there rather than having to go into the mental mind and try to figure everything out, which isn't going to work, which is, it's a lot of mental energy. It takes us out of the body, it gets us ungrounded, it gets us spinning around in thoughts, and we can also be spinning around then in emotional storylines. And so a lot of that is also what's wanting to come to completion and integration and recognition. And it's not just, recognizing it, it's also there's a nervous system level to all this as well, to recalibrate the nervous system that says, oh no, I'm aligning within myself, and I'm orientating from within, from this deeper place of connection and remembrance of who I am as a soul, as a higher self, as an oversoul, as connected to source, to God, to the universe, whatever terms you want to put on it, great spirit, nature, but connected to life. And when I have my own energy in alignment and refinement and attunement and clarity, then I can walk in the world as that, rather than being at the whim of the outer world, because we don't know, we're not clear with who we truly are. So knowing thyself, getting clear, and it's beyond concept, it's a felt sense, it's a, oh yeah, there I am, there I am, there I am. And and uh, expanding more and more of that sense of I'm okay, all is well. I trust that that I have the capacity to adapt, to discover new ways to be human, to be multidimensional human, to be grounded, to be peaceful, to recognize what is a yes, what is a no, um, and yeah, just yeah, have more ease and allow it to be more simple, actually, even though things can seem more progressing and advancing and complicated. um, but actually the it's actually asking us to come back into to know thyself with a greater clarity and simplicity. So there you go. So I'll leave it there. So I'm running my first breath coherence circle at 10 a.m. New Zealand time. I'll be running them for the next few weeks. I'm also developing an online community through heartbeat.chat called the Golden Pulse. And so yeah, watch the space for more of that. Find the link to the 10 o'clock call, join, and then the exchange is a resonant exchange, koha donation. It can be dollars, or it can be, gratitude. It can be a song. It can be a post. It can be, it can be whatever feels good, what feels aligned, as we open up to many ways of exchanging energies as currency. So for me, trust and coherence is definitely two currencies that I am choosing to deepen within myself and to open up to exchange within my humanity in life. And so that's definitely what part of my journey has been these last couple of years, to deepen within myself and to open up as a lived embodied reality. And so very much on that journey, and it would be my delight to continue on that journey with you and to co-create together in resonance if you feel the calling. Okay, so with that, namaste, and yeah, hope to see you later. If not, pop in a comment, anything, what's going on for you now, what's your greatest challenge, what are you ready to open up and receive more of, what do you need support with, what do you feel unsupported around, um, and yeah, let me know, and send me a message via my email, via my Substack. You can email me at divineloveambassador@gmail.com, or info at vibrantwellness at info at vibrantwellness.nz, or connect with me on Facebook, Mary Jo Halligan. DM me, you'll find me. Okay, I am here, I am present, I am breathing, I am ready, and I am ready to align myself with others who are ready also to breathe together and to deepen into coherence. Ah, yes, because we can, because the heart says yes. The nervous system is ready for more calm, more peace, more alignment, more refinement, attunement, precision, of wealth of well being in every aspect of lived, breathed life, consciousness. And so it is. Namaste.